Let me ask you something. Every day, do you feel like your English is stuck? You learn words, you watch videos, but somehow you still hesitate when you want to speak. You understand others, but your own words come slowly. If that sounds like you, stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the 5 daily steps that can truly change your English. These are not magic tricks. They are real, simple, daily habits that will bring English alive for you. Fluency is not built in one big moment. It grows with small, repeatable habits done every day. We are going to move your English from your head to your mouth and finally into your life. Are you ready to commit just a little bit of time each day to see big results? Let's begin this journey together. Step 1, listening. Open your ears before you speak. Before you can speak great English, you must feel great English. This feeling, this internal understanding of how the language flows, starts with listening. Listening is far more complex than just letting sound waves hit your eardrums. It's about catching the natural sounds, the rhythm, the beat of the language, and the emotion embedded in the speech. The power of background immersion. Imagine your daily routine. You're having your morning coffee, you're walking to the bus stop, or perhaps you are cleaning your room. These are not study times. These are your immersion opportunities. In these simple, unproductive moments, you should be listening to English. What should you listen to? This is important. Choose material that makes your ears happy. If you find a podcast too fast, try an audiobook read slowly. If movies are hard, try simple children's stories. Podcasts, YouTube channels, especially those focused on simple conversation, English songs, or even very short news snippets. The variety keeps it interesting. When you listen consistently every day, something amazing happens inside your brain. It begins to expect English. It stops flagging English sounds as foreign noise and starts treating them as standard input. That expectation, that comfort level, is the real foundation and the true start of fluency. Moving beyond passive hearing. If you just leave the radio on while you work, that's passive hearing. It's helpful, but it's not effective enough for real improvement. We need active listening. Be curious. Be like a detective searching for secrets in the sounds. Coach tip, the stop and repeat method. When you are actively listening and you hear a sentence or a short phrase that sounds particularly natural, engaging, or expressive, stop the audio. Do not continue until you have tried to copy it. Listen to this segment once more. Focus purely on the melody of the voice. Where does the speaker put the stress? Does the pitch rise at the end of a question? Does the voice fall when they make a statement? Repeat it immediately. Try to match the tone, the speed, and the emotion exactly. Don't worry if you miss a word. Focus on the musicality. Let's look at an example. Suppose you hear this. Oh, I had absolutely no idea that was going to happen. A beginner might focus only on the words. An active listener focuses on the stress. Oh, I had absolute no idea that was going to happen. Notice how the key words are louder and higher in pitch. Mastering this melody means you sound less robotic and more connected to native speakers. You do not need to understand every single word in the sentence to benefit from this exercise. If you catch 70% of the words and 100% of the emotion and rhythm, you're winning. Your brain is learning the shape of correct English pronunciation. Why listening matters most now. Think about learning to ride a bike. You watch skilled riders listening before you try to balance yourself speaking. If you only practice falling, you never learn how to balance properly. If you only read grammar rules, you never learn how to use the language naturally. A good listener who pays attention to the natural flow and stress patterns soon becomes a much more confident and understandable speaker. Your mouth needs the blueprint, and listening provides that blueprint. Remember that listening trains the ear, which guides the mouth. Make time for this every single day, even if it's just for 15 focused minutes while you commute. Step 2. Shadowing. The art of echo. Now that you have opened your ears in step 1, it's time to move from passively hearing English to actively wearing it, making it part of your physical expression. This is where shadowing comes in. Shadowing means listening to a native speaker and speaking their words almost simultaneously, like a friendly, immediate echo following their voice. Many dedicated learners skip this step because it feels awkward at first, but this is the critical bridge where your brain's understanding translates into physical muscle memory for speech. This is where your mouth learns the music of the language. How to start your shadowing practice? You can begin incredibly small. Start with just 1 minute a day. Consistency beats duration here. Source selection. Pick a short audio or video segment from someone whose voice you genuinely enjoy listening to. This keeps motivation high. It could be a clip from a simple interview or a short narration. Listen slow. Analysis. Play the first sentence slowly. If you have playback controls, which you should, slow it down to 0.75x speed. Understand where the pauses are. Where does the speaker breathe? Shadow fast. Execution now. Play the sentence at normal speed or slightly slower, like 0.9x. As soon as the speaker starts, you start trying to match their pace, intonation, and tone precisely. You are not trying to deliver a perfect speech. You are trying to be a perfect echo. At Speakova, we structure this idea as listen slow, shadow fast. The slow listen ensures you recognize the components, and the fast shadowing forces your mouth to catch up to the natural rhythm. The physicality of speaking. Shadowing works on your articulation muscles. Think of your mouth, tongue, and throat as muscles that are lazy when speaking your native language all day. When you shadow, you are giving them a highly specific workout to form new shapes and patterns required for English sounds that might not exist in your first language. Mini practice idea, building energy. Let's take a simple affirmation that you can use daily. I want to improve my English every day. Phase 1. Slow analysis. Listen slow. Say this line 10 times very slowly, focusing on each word distinctly. Feel how your tongue moves for the W in want and the TH in this. Phase 2. Fast echo, shadow fast. Now repeat the line 10 times, but aim for energy and speed, trying to connect the words smoothly, linking sounds. I want to improve my English every day. Slight pause after my. Try to say it as if you are excited about your plan. By doing this 10 times, you move the pattern from being a conscious, word-by-word translation to an automatic vocal sequence. You are training muscle memory, the power of consistent repetition. Don't aim for perfection on the first try. If you sound choppy or miss a word, that's fine. You are building pathways. If you do this for just 5 minutes a day, by the end of the month, your mouth will be significantly more relaxed and faster when you need to speak spontaneously. Remember this fundamental truth for progress. Practice doesn't make perfect. Consistent practice makes progress. Progress is guaranteed when you repeat the correct physical action, the shadowing, daily. You are teaching your mouth how to dance to the English rhythm. Keep echoing, and soon the echo will become your own authentic voice. Step 3. Thinking in English. Changing your inner voice. This step is often the most challenging for A2, B1 learners, but it unlocks the door to true mental fluency. We are talking about bypassing translation entirely. Start thinking in English. When you translate in your head, I need to buy milk becomes milk plus buy plus need in your native language structure, then back to English structure. You create a massive delay. Your goal is to eliminate that middle step. Starting small, daily monologues. Don't wait until your vocabulary is perfect to start this. Perfection is the enemy of progress here. Start small, with things you already know how to say simply. When you get up in the morning, identify one immediate, simple task and narrate it only in English. Situation translation trap English thought getting up. I need to get up now. Making coffee. This smells so good. Checking phone. Oh, so many messages. What's new? Looking outside. It looks cloudy today. This is not a formal grammar practice session. This is mind connection. You are forcing your internal monologue, the voice that narrates your life to yourself, to operate in English. The shift to natural flow. At first, this process feels awkward and slow. You might catch yourself using incorrect word order, or you might run out of simple words like cup or key. When this happens, do not switch back to your native language. Instead, pause. Find the simple English word you need, perhaps by quickly looking it up or just describing it. Example, the thing I use to drink water, and continue the thought in English. After just a few days of dedicated effort, you will notice a shift. Your brain starts to find the English pathways more easily. Eventually, if you practice enough, your brain starts to dream in English. And when that happens, you won't be translating anymore. You'll just be in English. Your speaking response time drops dramatically because the thought is already formed in the target language. The Coach Challenge, dedicated time. To make this habit stick, we need to dedicate a specific, recurring time slot. Coach Challenge. Choose 1 hour each day. It can be broken up. When you make a conscious effort to talk to yourself only in English. Silent thinking. If you are in a meeting or public transport, this thinking must be silent, but just as focused. Verbal thinking. If you are alone in the kitchen or driving, say your thoughts out loud. Hearing your own voice in English accelerates the process. Even 5 minutes of real, genuine, internal thought expressed in English counts as a huge victory. You are retraining your fundamental cognitive process. You'll begin to notice your thoughts directly joining your voice when you need to speak, and that is fluency in action. Instantaneous connection between idea and articulation. Step 4. Reading aloud. Giving your voice a workout. If we return to the music analogy, Step 1. Listening. Taught you how the orchestra sounds, and Step 2, shadowing, taught your mouth the basic dance moves. Step 4 is about giving your voice a dedicated, structured workout. Reading aloud is the best way to train the physical mechanics of English speech, your tongue placement, the shape of your lips for vowels, and the coordination of your breath support. The gym for your voice. Imagine English as a sport that requires specific physical conditioning. Reading aloud provides this conditioning. Material selection. Choose texts that are slightly above your comfortable comprehension level. B1 material for a B1 learner is perfect. This forces your mouth to work harder on new word shapes. Use a short story excerpt, an interesting quote, or a transcript from a Speakova session. Keep it short, maybe 200 words maximum per session. Phase 1, clarity focused, slow. Read the text very slowly. Your primary goal here is not speed, but clarity. Articulate every consonant sound. Focus on the small linking sounds between words. Example, take it sounds like take it. Pause where the punctuation suggests a breath. Phase 2, expression focus, faster. Read the text again, aiming for higher energy and natural expression. This is where you try to convey the mood of the writer. Are they excited? Concerned? Calm? Speed increases naturally as clarity improves. The importance of recording and review. Reading aloud in a vacuum is helpful, but you need feedback, even if that feedback comes only from yourself. Recording yourself is an essential tool here. How to use recordings effectively? Record yourself reading the chosen passage. Play it back immediately. Listen without judging. This is vital. Do not criticize yourself harshly. Instead, listen purely for patterns. Where did I stumble? Did I drop the ending sound of a word? Example, forgetting the T and don't? Did my voice sound flat, or did it have the right energy? When you read out loud every day, your mouth starts to create a physical memory of the correct sound shapes. Your ears, now trained by listening practice, begin to immediately recognize when your output doesn't match the ideal sound. This feedback loop is what builds confidence naturally. Coach tip, adding flavor. To prevent reading aloud from becoming boring, try adding a little flavor. Read the passage once as if you are a very serious news anchor. Read it again as if you are telling a funny secret to a friend. Sometimes read with some gentle, upbeat background music. This can prevent your voice from flattening out and helps maintain energy when you are tired. Reading aloud is the best mirror for pronunciation because it forces your brain to synchronize 3 things simultaneously: seeing the word, reading, forming the sound, mouth muscles, and hearing the result, ear training. Make this a daily habit, and your voice will gain strength and control. Step 5. Living with English. Make it part of your world. The final step moves us out of the dedicated study corner and into the real world. The goal of the first 4 steps was to prepare your tools. Step 5 is about putting those tools to work in your daily life. We don't just want to study English. We want to live English. Environmental saturation. If English remains confined to a textbook or a study app, it will always feel academic and temporary. You must intentionally make English part of your daily environment so that it stops feeling like an extra subject and starts feeling like your normal, functional home. How do you achieve this environmental saturation? Digital immersion. Change the primary language settings on your most used devices, phone, laptop, to English. This forces thousands of small, low-stakes interactions daily. Settings, notifications, reply, delete. Your brain learns these functional words without effort. Content curation. Intentionally follow content creators on social media, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, who speak English naturally about topics you already love: cooking, history, tech reviews. If you love cars, follow car channels in English. The interest drives the absorption. Practical application. Integrate English into necessary, mundane tasks. Write your grocery list in English: bread, milk, low fat, 3 apples. Label items around your house with their English names on sticky notes. When journaling or planning your schedule, use English only. Taking small risks daily. The biggest barrier to fluency is the fear of error. Living English means embracing these small, low-risk chances to use the language where nobody is grading you. Start small with real-world interactions, even if they are brief. If you go to a cafe where the staff speaks English, use a full, polite phrase. Can I please get a medium latte, extra shot, instead of just pointing or using one word? If you see a helpful colleague, ask them a simple question. Excuse me, where is the printer? When English enters your real life, it stops being an abstract concept and starts becoming your tool for navigation and connection. It gains relevance, and relevance fuels retention. The ultimate key: consistency over intensity. We have discussed 5 distinct habits. If you try to do all 5 perfectly for 2 hours tomorrow, you will burn out. Remember the primary lesson from Speakova coaching. Consistency is the engine of fluency. 15 minutes of active listening today. 5 minutes of shadowing tomorrow. 10 minutes of silent self-talk the day after. A few minutes every single day is infinitely better than one long, exhausting study session once a week. Small, daily exposure builds strong, unbreakable confidence pathways. Coach reminder: fluency is not about achieving 100% perfection in grammar or vocabulary. It's about being brave enough to communicate your ideas again and again until using English becomes as comfortable and automatic as breathing. Every small, consistent step you take today adds to the power and reach of your big voice tomorrow. Conclusion: your next 5 minutes. Look back for a moment at the map we have charted together. You've just internalized 5 powerful, actionable steps. Listening opens your ears and teaches you the music of English. Shadowing trains your mouth to physically echo the rhythm and flow. Thinking in English connects your brain directly to the language, bypassing translation delay. Reading aloud gives your voice the necessary physical workout for clear pronunciation. Living with English integrates the language into your daily world, making it relevant and real. These are not optional extras. These are the core daily habits of successful language learners. Now, the ball is truly in your court. Here's my question for you, Speakova student. Which of the 5 steps will you commit to starting today? Will you listen to a new podcast on your walk home? Will you shadow one sentence from a show tonight? Write it down, or better yet, tell me your plan right now in the comments below, and let's create a supportive community as we grow together. If this session provided you with clarity and motivation, please tap the like button, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you always stay perfectly in rhythm with us here at Speakova. Because when you learn every day, you don't just study English. You live it. You own it. This is Jerry from Speakova Podcast. Learn. Speak. Grow. See you next time. Goodbye.